27 car of Strickland going back out. Dale Jarrett about to take over second place from Kyle Petty going into turn 3. Now Martin has dropped back behind Dale Earnhardt. Elliott pitting on the backstretch. We'll see a lot of pit stops coming up here in the next 10 minutes. Marlin again, and Ray Best is forward.
Dale Jarrett has gone into second position. Sterling Marlin has completed his pit stop.
Tell you what, Sterling Marlin having a good run today. Jeff Gordon goes back on the racetrack. And a little Band-Aid on the back of that thing, but I tell you what, they straightened it out pretty well.
Yeah, they sure have. Yep, that thing was all caved in.
But Eddie Dickerson and the boys at Frame Buildup can put a new rear clip on that car tomorrow. That's for sure.
Davey Allison coming in for a pit stop as Mark Martin tries once again to put a lap on Dale Earnhardt. Earnhardt running a little farther than he has in these other green flag runs, Bob.
Martin nearly alongside there in the second turn, but as they come off the corner, Earnhardt continues to hold him off. And Davey Allison is now on pit road. There's a little bit of steam coming out of the right front of that car as they go to work. The pit crew goes to work on the left side and the change of tires. Pretty quick pit stop.
Davis' car is pushing. We saw the man go to the right rear and take a rounded wedge out of the right rear of that car as Davey goes back on the speedway. And there goes the leaders. They are
high. Mark tries to get up there, but those tires are hot and worn. He just can't get traction, and he's not going to take any major chance.
You know, we could just take a lap here with these guys and send all our cameramen home.
Here's Terry Labonte in the Kellogg cornflake car.
He was running in 7th when he came in for the pit stop. Jerry, can you see this?
Yes, we can, Bob. Chevrolet Aluminum getting service on the right side tires and the left side tires. We are right adjacent to his pits where they're servicing Terry Labonte's car, 1984 Winston Cup Series champion. As he gets service completed, here is Kyle Petty in down pit road. As Terry Labonte leaves, the mellow yellow Pontiac of Kyle Petty pulls in to a halt. They will change all 4 tires on this car that was running in second position. Kyle Petty squirting himself with water inside the car. They are masters of the pit stop. One of the crews had told me they might be able to do it in under 18 seconds, maybe even close to 16 today. Left side lug nuts all running. 18.7 seconds, a very, very good pit stop, and Kyle is away.
Just a tick over 18 seconds, but a great stop for Kyle Petty. And Brett Bodine comes out right behind Kyle.
Well, I tell you, those 2 cars were running together right on the racetrack. So Kyle Petty had an 18-second pit stop. Leads me to believe that the 26 car had an 18-second pit stop.
They came down pit road together. Dale Jarrett, well, I thought he was coming in the pit, but Rusty Wallace is coming in right now for sure.
And we're riding with him as he comes down and hits the mark. And the crew goes to work on Rusty Wallace's Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac.
Man, really doing a good job cleaning the windshield, trying to. It's going to be the sun is out today. They want to make sure that Rusty will be able to see this afternoon to see that wall going down in turn 1, because later he'll be turning right into the sun down in turn 1.
A little bit of delay on the left rear of the car that made the stop 19.5 seconds, or they had about a 17.8-second pit stop going.
Here comes Dale Jarrett down pit road. These cars running in second place, making his pit stop. The Interstate Battery automobile, and then does Joe Gibbs, one of his sons, change tires on that car?
J.D. Gibbs does change the left side tires. Graduated from college last year and is working in the business end of Joe Gibbs Racing. Let's go to the pits. John Kernan.
Well, Mitch, BJ is in for a 4-tire change. They're also going to add 1 round of wedge. And there you can see the crewman going to the right rear of the car and making that chassis adjustment. Left side's coming on. Mark Martin is now your leader, headed down pit road. Coming down pit road, there's a tire out in the middle of pit road. Dale Jarrett's work is done. 22.4 seconds. Mark Martin will pull into the pit. Watch Steve Neal and the crew go to work. Neal working on that right front tire. Once again, scraping off all the rubber off the grill, trying to keep the car from overheating. Mark running very well today. They will make a chassis adjustment. 1 round of wedge out of the right rear. We've been telling you. Dale Earnhardt also coming down pit road. And left side's going on now. Earnhardt is coming out. Martin 19.8 seconds as he heads down pit road.
So if he did a 19.8, I start at a 19-second pit stop because he did beat the 6-car Mark Martin out of the pits.
And there is the leader of the race right now, Ken Schrader, who has yet to make a pit stop. We'll be back with more live coverage from Darlington Raceway in just a moment. At Darlington Raceway in the Transouth Financial 500. We're watching Dale Earnhardt. Now, he's not the leader of the race. He is in 15th position. However, he still is on the lead lap. And he gained on the pit stop because he has now that much track between himself and Mark Martin. They were nose to tail before they came into the pits.
But he didn't gain that much, Bob, in the pits. Mark Martin was a little slow going out of the pits. It took him until he got into turn 3 to get his speed up, and Earnhardt was just taking off going up the backstretch. Don't know if he had a problem or what it was, but in fact, I thought something was wrong with his car, and all of a sudden he did pick up and got going pretty good.
Here's a battle for position between Sterling Marlin, Dale Jarrett,
Hut Strickland, and Ricky Rudd.
Well, both Hut Strickland and Sterling Marlin beat Dale Jarrett in the pits. They got ahead of him. Now he has to run them down and try to make that up.
And Jerry Punch talked about at the top of the show just how this year has been a battle of pit stops. And it's down to the 18, 19-second bracket. If you can't make those 19-second pit stops, you're going to lose position. We saw Dale Jarrett. What was his stop? About 22, 23 seconds. He's back racing these guys for 4th, 5th position.
I think it also emphasizes the fact that racing is a team sport. It's not only driver, it's not only the guy who sets up the car, it's not the guy necessarily that builds the engine. It's a combination of everybody doing his job and doing it well.
And there's about 12 or 14 of them in the pits, and it depends on all those guys, all 12 or 14 doing their job. The guy that cleans the grill, that gets all that rubber out of the grill. What if he doesn't get it out good? Then they go back out, the car's overheat.
The guy that holds the sign to make sure that he stops within the assigned area and doesn't have to push or back the car up.
Because the jack, they've got a spot picked out. They're going to put the jack on the car. If he doesn't stop the right place, then that just blows the whole pit stop.
Ted Musgrave has come on to pit road for an unscheduled stop as we continue to watch the action on the racetrack with Dale Jarrett running in 4th position. Right behind Sterling Marlin, who is 3rd.
That's Dick Trickle right in front of that group of cars.
Trickle is being shown in the 19th position.
Sterling goes down, tries to get position on Trickle going in turn 1. Can't quite make it. Trickle moves up the racetrack. Now Sterling has room if he can make the pass.
He does.
Yep. Now Jarrett will hook onto his rear spoiler, as will Ricky Rudd.
Train goes by.
Yep.
Bobby Hamilton back there went around Trickle as well.
And we continue to update you on the Ted Musgrave situation. The Jasper Engines U.S. Air car is behind the wall.
They raised the hood on it on pit road, Bob, and apparently whatever the problem is, they were not able to fix it, so they are pushing it behind the wall.
We've only had one caution today. That was for the accident involving Jeff Gordon, and he is back on the racetrack. We're inside Morgan Shepherd's car now. Now let's watch the RPMs, because last time we were inside the car and watched the telemetry, we discovered that he had an engine problem.
No, he still got problems. He only turned 7,500 down the front straightaway, and his car should turn 82, 8,300. So he's off 700, 800 RPMs. 76, 77. Well, we saw 79 down the front that time, but we did see 8,400 once before down the front.
You see the big head of an eagle there on the right side of your screen on the dashboard. They've got it on the front of the car also, and it's in line with a new promotion from Citgo. John, what do you got for us?
Well, Bob, I don't think I was clear earlier when I told you what was wrong with Morgan's car. The engine had developed a miss, and they'd already switched ignition boxes, which Morgan can do inside the race car. I said that when they pitted, they were going to pop the hood and check the coil wire and change coils. What I meant to say, and I apologize, is if they got to pit under caution. They're still in the lead lap, and they didn't want to lose a lap. They're trying to wait for a caution, then they hope they can get the problem fixed. So I just wanted to clear that up.
Thank you very much. Yeah, he is still in the lead lap. He's running 10th, as a matter of fact.